Hello, today we're flying from Charles de Gaulle in Paris to Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, Thailand, on board Boeing 777-200. My actual journey started at London Heathrow Terminal 4. I say journey but more like a nightmare, let me explain. I picked a specific route which I felt had good connection times and meant I would arrive at my hotel in Bangkok around about 11 or 11:30. My flight was due to depart from London Heathrow at 11:30 in the morning and arrive at 13:50 at Charles de Gaulle. My connecting flight would then leave at 15:35. However, I didn't realise that there are only two direct flights departing Paris to Bangkok, one at 2:35 and 3:35, and as I'd missed the 3:35 flight, Air France put me up into a Moxy hotel and the next flight the next day, which was at 2:35. Moxy Hotel is a budget, low-end hotel, so as your luggage is still held at the airport, Air France provides you with a kit which contains a t-shirt for sleeping and a toothbrush and a few other items to get you through. Thankfully, the special assistants at Paris Charles de Gaulle were fantastic. They provided private transfers to and from the hotel, and my luggage arrived safely at Bangkok. Today's aircraft has a total of 312 seats, 16 in business in a 121 configuration, 24 in premium economy in a 242, and 272 seats in economy, most of which are in a 343 configuration except for the last 4 rows at the back, which is 242. And I'm lucky enough to be in one of those, which is 47A, next to the window. As I approached my seat, the purser for the economy cabin was standing right there and was so friendly and welcoming. Waiting in the seat were headphones, which we'll look at later, a medium to soft pillow, and a blanket which was quite comfortable, not too thick or thin. In front of you, we have your in-flight entertainment screen, which we'll look at later, your tray table and cup holder, and your seat pocket. The tray table moves back and forward, but is the old style which doesn't fold in the middle. The seat pocket contains 3 compartments, 2 small ones for small items, and your main compartment which contains your sick bag and safety card. There was also a nice space on the side of the seat which allowed me to put my backpack and still have enough comfort for my legs. The headrest can be moved up or down and the sides can be folded in for more support, and it's made from soft leather. There was no towel on the headrest, which meant old people like me would stick to the headrest, and that brings a question of hygiene, as this can't be cleaned from the previous passenger. The seat recline was better than expected and was quite comfortable. And above there was no individual air vents, there was a reading light, and down below between your seats was a universal plug, as well as a headphone jack and USB port at the bottom of your IFE.
Madame, monsieur, bonjour et bienvenue à bord.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen.
Ce film concerne votre sécurité. Merci de nous accorder votre attention.
For your safety and comfort, please take a moment to watch the following safety video.
Chaque fois que ce signal est allumé, nous vous prions d'attacher votre ceinture.
Whenever the seatbelt sign is on, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened.
Nous vous recommandons de la maintenir attachée de façon visible lorsque vous êtes assis à votre siège.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible at all times while sitting.
Pour détacher votre ceinture, soulevez la partie supérieure de la boucle.
To release the seatbelt, just lift the buckle.
Pendant le roulage, le décollage et l'atterrissage, veuillez redresser votre siège, ranger le porte-gobelet, la tablette et le repose-jambes. Pensez également à ouvrir le cache de votre hublot et profitez de la vue.
During taxi, takeoff and landing, please fold away your tray table and cup holder. Put your seat in the upright position and retract your leg rest. Please also raise your window blind and enjoy the view.
Pour votre sécurité, tous les bagages, objets volumineux et appareils électroniques les plus lourds doivent être rangés dans les compartiments. Les accessoires seront placés sous le siège devant vous, à l'exception des places aux issues, bien entendu.
For your safety, please stow all baggage, bulky items, and larger electronic devices in the overhead compartments. Accessories can be stored under the seat in front of you, except for the seats at emergency exits, of course.
Les issues de secours sont situées de chaque côté de la cabine, à l'avant, au centre, à l'arrière.
Emergency exits are located on each side of the cabin, at the front, in the center, and at the back.
En cas d'évacuation, laissez vos bagages à leur place, suivez les signaux et les marquages lumineux au sol jusqu'à l'issue la plus proche. Les membres de l'équipage portant un insigne rouge sont chargés de votre sécurité.
In case of evacuation, please leave all your belongings behind. Let the signs and floor lighting guide you to the nearest exit. Crew members wearing a red badge are responsible for your safety.
Merci pour votre attention.
Thank you for your attention.
Au nom d'Air France, tout l'équipage vous souhaite un excellent vol.
On behalf of everyone at Air France, we wish you a very pleasant flight.
Although I missed my original connection and had to wait around 23 hours at Paris, I might have found one positive. My original aircraft was a Boeing 777-300, which is a larger aircraft. With more passengers and possible further delayed flight, this might have led to a poorer service and more chaos. These are just my thoughts and I'm trying to be positive. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Straight after takeoff, the cabin crew handed out cold towels which were pre-packed. Although I'm not a fan of pre-packed cold towels, I was quite impressed because I did not expect this in economy. It's something more associated with premium economy or even business class. Very quickly after this, the cabin crew began handing out the meal service. For those of you who order a special meal in advance like myself, I had ordered a vegetarian lacto-ovo meal, which means I can have eggs. However, some passengers preferred just to have fruit or have a vegan diet, but when Air France rebooked my flight, having missed my original connection, due to the short timescale they were unable to guarantee my special meal. However, it seems like Air France had anticipated this and were offering two options, a chicken dish and a vegetarian pasta. I quite liked the vegetarian pasta as it had some cheese and it was fairly simple. I don't normally eat the bread roll, but in this case it was stone hard. The couscous salad was quite nice and the dessert was delicious. In terms of drinks, you could choose from champagne, wine, beer, soft drinks, tea, coffee, juice or water. There are no spirits on board. But my gut tells me that based on what Air France tell me about not guaranteeing my meal, if you were vegan or had other dietary requirements, I don't think you'd have probably had a meal, which means you might have gone hungry. We'll now check out the in-flight entertainment or IFE, starting with the headphones. I found the headphones to be pretty standard for economy class, but quite comfortable as I had a little bit of padding. The IFE had a decent selection of languages to choose from. However, in my view, the hardware was dated. The quality was pretty low and the touchscreen was fairly unresponsive, but it was easy to navigate. You can easily identify the large buttons which says movies, TV, music, kids, games and so on, which makes it very easy to use. For example, when you click on movies, you'll see a heading just on the top left above the movies that says new releases, and you can scroll along as I am doing now to look at all the new releases. Or if you prefer to look at a different heading, you can scroll downwards and you'll see different headings such as our picks, French movies and so on. In my view, I found the selection to be limited. I didn't recognise any of the titles, which was a bit disappointing as this was a very long flight. You may feel the same way or you may feel that there is plenty of selection, as I now demonstrate all the different headings and try and show you what's available in each heading. Let me know in the comments as to how many of these movies you recognised and whether you feel that the selection would have kept you entertained on such a long flight. Next, we're going to check out TV, but before we do, if you're new to the channel, thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. If you did, please click the thumbs up as it helps me and the channel. Subscribe for more videos on travel experiences, flights and hotels. The same navigation principle applies to when you click TV. So when you select TV, again you can scroll downwards to look at headings such as comedies, dramas and so on. Again, I found the selection to be quite limited. I found Friends, which I recognise, but not many other options. Next, I'm going to show you the selection for kids. This will be followed up by me trying to select Friends, and this is where you'll see that I find that the touchscreen is not very responsive, and when the actual episode of Friends plays, I feel the quality is not great. To me, the hardware is dated and needs updating. flight path or in-flight map is interactive as it allows you to zoom in or out by simply pinching, and you can also change the viewing angle by either rotating or changing the position or angle. There are also a number of pre-selected views that you can choose from. However, during the flight there were times where the map failed to update, which meant for those of you who love to watch the map and look at all the different places that you're flying over, you wouldn't have been able to, but then the map would automatically start working again at some point later. If you're not bothered about looking at the map itself and just wanted to know how long left to the destination, then there is always a timeline at the top of the screen. When it comes to Wi-Fi, there are 3 packages to choose from. If you're not a Flying Blue member, I recommend joining, as you'll accrue air miles and receive other benefits. One of the 3 options is a messaging pass, which is free, which allows you to send text messages, not photos or videos, but text messages using your favourite applications such as WhatsApp, WeChat, Messenger and so on. Air France is also launching an ultra high-speed Wi-Fi to give you a ground-like experience whilst on board. It's now 6 or 7 hours into the flight, so let's go and check out the washroom. This washroom was located at the back of the plane, which means that it's usually a bit larger than the others. It looked well maintained. I didn't see any rubbish lying around and it looked quite clean, although we know the washrooms are never really cleaned. There was plenty of toilet roll, but I didn't see any other amenities. But the most important thing was that there was toilet roll and it looked quite clean. Before arriving to Bangkok, I know the crew would be serving out another meal, but I couldn't wait that long and I was getting peckish as it's been 5 to 6 hours since my last meal, so I asked a member of the crew if I could grab a snack. They came back shortly after with a cheese sandwich and a cereal bar. Perfect. There is also a self-service drink station at the back near the washroom and galley. We're now approaching Bangkok and it's just after sunrise, which means it's the final meal to be served. This was a breakfast style box containing some orange juice, a yogurt like drink, a pastry, some jelly and a roll. It wasn't too heavy, which was perfect, and I really liked the pastry and the yogurt drink. Although the French are known for their cuisine, I thought that the catering on board was quite simple, but in my view I liked it because I don't like to eat too much on the plane and it tasted alright. The service itself was quite good. Most of the cabin crew were very friendly and chatty. I think the in-flight entertainment could also be better with more options and better quality hardware. But I was very fortunate, I had a very nice neighbour, so we enjoyed chatting throughout the flight. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and if you have flown Air France, I would love to hear your experiences in the comments. If you liked the video, please click the thumbs up as it helps me in the channel, and subscribe for more videos on travel related experiences, flights and hotels. In the next video, we will be looking at Air France Premium Economy on the Boeing 777-300, assuming all goes well and there's no airline disruption. See you then.